Franco Colapinto came up out of nowhere, and now he's all anyone can talk about in Formula 1. After being called up to replace Logan Sargeant with 9 races to go, he has not only greatly outperformed Sargeant, but is also giving his veteran teammate Alex Albon a run for his money. If Franco Colapinto keeps up this high level of performance, he's going to cause some huge problems for Williams. It's been a while since we've seen a new face on the Formula 1 grid. All the drivers that have a seat this year were in those exact seats last year, so we didn't really get anything much different. Franco Colapinto changed all of that after he was brought up into the main Williams seat once they decided to drop Logan Sargeant. In his short stint in Formula 1 so far, he has been performing better than anyone expected, and this could become a problem for Williams in the future. So, who is Franco Colapinto, and how did he manage to come out of absolutely nowhere and begin to shake up the F1 world? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, grab some popcorn, and let's dive in. Franco Colapinto is a 21-year-old driver born in Argentina. He has made his way through various racing series in his career, but over the past couple years he has really made his push towards F1. In 2022, he started his first season in the F3 Championship, where he was racing for Van Amersfoort Racing. He went on to win 2 sprint races and score 3 podiums that season, helping him finish 9th in the championship. In 2023, he once again continued in Formula 3 with MP Motorsport. He again ended the season with 2 sprint race wins at Silverstone and Monza and added another 3 podiums, helping him finish 4th overall in the Drivers' Championship. After these 2 seasons in F3, he was promoted up to Formula 2 for the 2024 season. He managed to win the sprint race at Imola, and with 4 rounds to go was promoted up to Williams after they sacked Logan Sargeant. There's no reason to go into why Logan Sargeant was let go because I think that is fairly clear for everyone. But this was set to be a huge opportunity for Colapinto. He had 9 races to go and was promised a seat until the end of the season. Of course, there are reports that Colapinto and his backers are paying $500,000 per race just so he has that seat. This is a great source of extra income for Williams, and although pricey, is a chance for Colapinto to get some exposure and experience in Formula 1. Although we have only seen him in 3 races so far, they have been 3 pretty difficult races and he has managed to perform wonderfully in all 3. He scored points in Baku at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, becoming the first Argentine to do so since Carlos Reutemann in 1982. He also just narrowly missed out on points in his other 2 Grand Prix at Monza and in Singapore. On top of that, the fact that he has jumped into the Williams car and performed so well right off the bat is quickly building him quite a fan base, especially since he also has a huge South American following already. With upcoming races in Mexico and Brazil, I'm sure his stock will only continue to go up. As Franco Colapinto continues racing and hopefully improving, the situation is going to become more and more difficult for Williams. And they're going to need to come up with a solution if they don't want this problem to completely get out of hand. So in theory, any team would be happy to be in Williams' position. They look like a bunch of geniuses for swapping out Sargeant for Colapinto, and they're also making some pretty nice money each race from Colapinto, while they also finally have 2 drivers capable of fighting for points. But the reality is that this may actually become a problem for Williams. After a failed season and another one that didn't seem to be getting any better, Williams knew that a change had to be made in their driver lineup. Their current main driver, Alex Albon, has a contract until the end of 2026, so he wouldn't be going anywhere. And alongside Logan Sargeant, he seemed rapid. So they decided to sign Carlos Sainz next year after he was set to be without a seat because Lewis Hamilton will be taking his Ferrari seat come 2025. This seemed like a no-brainer at the time and honestly is still probably the best option because having a driver of Sainz's caliber with the team is definitely a step up. But given the limitations of the car, I think there will only be so much that even Carlos Sainz will be able to do with that car. And since that Williams probably won't be fighting for podiums or wins anytime soon, it's hard to justify the high salary they'll be paying Sainz when they could have opted for a driver like Colapinto who is maximizing the car and would definitely accept a much lower salary. This would have saved Williams a lot of money, but again, we have too small a pool of results from Colapinto to definitively say that he will be able to perform consistently at such a high level. Another glaring issue in my opinion is that Franco Colapinto's results so far have been completely exposing Alex Albon. For the past 4 or so seasons, Alex Albon has had an easy life in Formula 1. He has easily outperformed both Logan Sargeant and Nicholas Latifi and looked like an elite driver in comparison. But now, when he is actually up against a teammate that looks capable for once, he isn't looking quite as dominant anymore. A rookie replacement that jumps into the car halfway through a season should not be quite this close to the veteran that has been with the team for many years and already has a feel for the car. Albon does deserve the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think he will be too comfortable knowing that his teammate is right on his tail. And this is not a good direction or look for the team, who have repeatedly backed him up as a solid future for the team. Franco Colapinto is making life quite difficult for Williams and Alex Albon at the moment. It's always nice to see young talent in Formula 1. I love it when a young driver gets the opportunity to show what he's capable of and makes the most of it. Franco Colapinto still has a long way to go before he's a full-time driver on the F1 grid, but if he keeps up this level of performance, that day will surely come soon. I hope to see him on the grid very soon and hope Williams will be reevaluating everything that they have planned going forward. Because if Colapinto is the real deal, they certainly won't want to lose him. Thank you guys for watching this video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to drop a like and share it with your friends, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the content and want to see more weekly F1 videos. Let me know down in the comments below whether you think Franco Colapinto will get a full-time seat next year, and if not next year, when he does deserve to get that seat, because he's been making the best out of his races. Thanks again, and see you next time. Bye.